Alright, I'm going to do a review. This is a long term review here. This is something I've had for many years. I don't even know how long I've owned this. I know I bought it when it first hit the market. This is Sig Mosquito. Now, when you get it, they only come with one magazine. And anyways, they come with a high grade spring and a low grade, which if I have in it right now. They come with different target sights. So you have a high, a low, and then a medium for height. I had to buy another magazine for this, and it still has the old price tag on it. I forgot about this. When I first bought this weapon, they had the magazines. I paid $34.99. I wish I would have bought another one now, because everyone's trying to sell us stupid things for $50, and it's a 10-round magazine. I mean, if this Obama bill passes or something weird happens, it's a 10-round magazine. Okay, everybody, you're gonna be able to buy them. They're not gonna go anywhere. Quit trying to sell 10-round magazines for $1 million. I noticed that when I bought the Zip, and I had to buy 1022 rotary box mags. Everyone wanted, $30 for them, when Walmart was selling them for $15. I thought that this is stupid. And I just waited, and finally Walmart got a couple in, and I went and bought them. So you guys can all suck a dick. So anyways, let's throw this out of the way. This is the weapon, the Sig Mosquito. Now I've fired, I would have to say, over 2,000 rounds through this. And the first 100 rounds, I would say, I had a lot of problems with the weapon. It would stick, the slide would stick. You'd kind of do something like this, a halfway, or it would be, it would double feed or failure to eject. It would also, I don't know what the problem was, but it would also feed a round in there, but nothing would happen. I mean, it was like you pulled the trigger or something, and then nothing happened. It just failed to do anything. So you'd have to rack the slide, and that usually threw the round out, and put a fresh one in, but the round was still good. You could pick it up off the ground, put it back in the magazine, and it would fire. The only wear that I've seen on it is it's not really nickel plated, it's just some finish they put on it. It's only around the edge here. When it goes into the holster, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm backwards on the camera. But anyways, it's starting to eat off a little bit of finish. That doesn't bother me, because this is just something that I take out to go shooting, and I take it hunting too as a backup. Depends how I feel. I'll take this, or I'll take my 9 just as a secondary. But other than that, I really like this pistol a lot now. It's broken in, and all the parts and everything all just seem to flow together. Before, it was a very tight fit and finish quality into this weapon. It does have the safety for if you drop the mag, it won't fire. But I just wanted to show you this. It will act like it. It kind of, when I first got it, I thought, hey, I can shoot it without the magazine. This. Stupid. So yeah, I was like, alright, look, it doesn't have a magazine safety, but it does. It will not let you go any more than that. And you can cock it back, and it's locked the trigger. I'll show a video of me shooting it. It'll be a quick one. I'll throw probably 20 or 30 rounds through it. And just to show you, this thing, I mean, it cycles. I haven't had any issues with it after the 100 round mark. It's just, you got to be patient with the guns. I mean, every gun, even my Walther P22 and my M22, they had the same issue. You had to break them in. You gotta, either you take them to the bench, take them apart, and do some polishing and machining on them, or take them out and throw some rounds through them. But I'll show you. All my magazines are metal, by the way. They're all the real deal. They're not those fake plastic ones. I don't think I'll get any of those. But I'll show you here. I'll take it down. I'll show you what it looks like inside. There it is. Oh, that's the thing that's hard on these 22s, is because the barrel does not, it doesn't have that brownie lock or whatever the hell it's called. But I mean, if you look in there, this is after firing it too. That's actually just powder residue. Oops. Alright. Yeah, that's, there's no real wear here. This is just powder residue you're seeing shining. The hammer also just has a little bit here where it's been wearing. I mean, 22s, yeah, they're dirty. But other than that, the slide just flows really nice and easy. It's a really good gun. That's basically all the innards. This is what it looks like inside. Now this looks like rust here, but it's not. It's this it's a lithium grease that I use, and it churns like a brown and kind of hardens if you don't use your gun for a long time. I'm not real happy with it. The sights are really nice, easy to see. I like them a lot. I'm gonna hold on to it for a long time. I'm not happy with the Walther. I think I'm gonna sell that one because I'll tell you real quick. This one here, when it ejects the brass, they go out to the side just like a normal handgun. They're gone. You'll see in the video. They just fling right out, nice and easy. In fact, a couple hit the camera. The Walther puts them right up in your face or on top of your head half the time. And I thought it would be a good gun for my wife and my friends, daughters and stuff to shoot, and my niece. But it scares them because it puts them in their face. And I don't like it either. That just, it's kind of a poor design. But let me put this back together here. And you guys just go ahead and watch the video. And let me know what you think. So, get back to you. I'm going to shoot something that actually works today. The Sig Mosquito. The only gripe I have, I'm going to show you here, is the decocker. I get that confused with the slide release a lot. Reason being, it's about where the slide release is for other firearms, so and then I realize I got to move my thumb back a little bit more. Only thing I don't like, but you can, if this is all you use, you can become real accustomed to it and it won't bother you. So let's try some rounds out here. I've never sighted this in. I just go by if I could see them in the sunlight, or kind of like a laser beam. And I just adjust. Other thing that I've noticed on this is kind of like the Walther P22 that I have also. You got to kind of give the slide a little nudge on the first round, but after that it can feed itself, unless you're firing Winchesters Bulk ammo. Got the rat. Sig Mosquito, no issue. And I'm firing the Remington Cyclone. I can fire anything basically, it's gonna eat it. Even the Winchester will eat it, but every now and then I gotta pull this back and I don't know what happened. Ah, fuck it. Okay, I saw it on a video, as seen on YouTube video. They said that you could take a Sig Mosquito and slap it forward, and the slide would go back and then come forward and catch around and feed. So I'm gonna try that. I don't think I can do it though. I tried a couple cold, so we'll see here. It's really difficult. You gotta have speed. I can't do it. I can't. I guess you gotta have a bad spring or a really light. Doing it correctly for the run the Sig Mosquito like a boss. So I'm gonna try it again. I found you're supposed to go back, stop, and then immediately throw it forward. All right, so here we go. Just like that. Best gun I ever had for 22. It's never failed me. Other than if I put the Winchester. Winchester's a really picky round. Deuces! Alright, after you watched the video, I hope you liked it. It just showed that, yes, after 2,000 rounds, this gun is the bomb. Love it. Never getting rid of it. Oh, see, I just did it. Just like in the video, like I said, I always think this is a slide release because it's exactly where it's supposed to be. So, this is it. Back. You just gotta keep your thumb back. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why Sig decided to put the slide releases way in the back. To me, maybe they're just thinking when you go to insert a magazine, you're already right there and you're just gonna do this and then bring it back. But I'm just used to, like my Ruger P89 or even my HK. It's just they know the HK levers. I know you've seen those. That thing comes, it stops. Very happy with this gun. Not displeased. I cannot remember how much I paid for this, to tell you the truth. I can't remember the exact dollar figure, but I know it was, I think it was close to 400. It had to have been. And I didn't even second guess it. I just took it up. But I am interested in also buying the Ruger SR22. I have been looking at those, but I've learned my lesson after the Zip is not to just rush out and buy it because somebody tells you it's cool, or if you watch one infomercial or something about the gun. Because I've started seeing a lot of long-term reports on these SR22s, and they're falling apart. Pieces are breaking. Their parts are getting worn. They're not running very reliable anymore. So I think I'm going to hold off. At least I'd say, until this gun thing kind of slows down a bit. Hopefully, maybe around November I'll buy one and I'll do a little review on it. But until then, I'm going to hold tight on that 22. 22s are just my favorite. That's all I own more 22s than anything else. Oh, another thing is the trigger pull. Everybody complains about the trigger pull. Yes, I am going to. Single action? Oh my god, that's nothing. It is like, it's scary. It's so soft. It's such a soft trigger. Now I know everybody's like, don't dry fire. Screw you. I'm going to do what I please with my gun. Unless I sell it to you, then you're going to be like, oh, I know that gun's a piece of shit. You've been... So, trigger pull on this, it goes, and then boom, you can feel it right there. It's going to break. So I just pull a little more, and there it is. It's simple. It's just, I mean, there's nothing to it on that trigger pull. It's very nice for 22. That's how all 22 should be. But and double action. This is the part people complain about, is the double action trigger pull. The double action trigger pull here is very tight, and it stops right there. Ugh. And then you gotta finish it off. So from here, it stops. Now you know it's gonna break if you go any further. But from there to here is just, it's brutal. It's like 13 pounds, if not more. So you pull it, and then right there is where it's gonna break. It's almost like a compound bow, because you pull it and it's really hard to get going, and then you hit the soft spot, and then you're like, ah, that's nice. And then you could almost hold it here all day. You know, there's like a breaking point. I don't know if it's the leverage or what, but you're just sitting. You could sit here, it's nice, and then you know it's just a little bit more, and then it's boom. So I hope you enjoyed it. Good video. Yeah. So that concludes the long-term review of the Sig Mosquito.